That was too close. In heavy transport, even a split second can decide between control and disaster. From extreme loads crossing impossible terrain to precision operations where every movement is calculated, these moments show how thin the line really is between stability and total loss of control. Welcome to UnrealX Moments. Even though the warning signal is on, the laws of physics still govern the entire situation. No exceptions. Another traffic signal malfunction, and the traffic falls into chaos again. This is an issue that needs to be addressed soon. The front of the vehicle suddenly lifts, then gravity pulls it back down with such force it feels impossible to regain control. That was too close. Just one more split second and everything would have been completely different. Reverse gear is engaged just in time, pulling the situation out of danger by inches. A mix of skill, reflex, and a bit of luck.
Так борташа дается, когда не поджезный. Ну, мне на цу нужно было, короче, припарковаться, там маму дождаться.
The structure didn't collapse from weakness. It went down because imbalance was ignored.
Вот перебираемся через дилетантку.
Each wheel rolls gently over a thin layer of ice, where even a single weak spot is enough to turn the journey into an uncontrollable slide. In harsh terrain, the Sherp Arc 3400 moves as if it was built to conquer every obstacle. If you were in the cab, could you feel that sense of invincibility? It stands firm like a massive block, but just moments later, the entire structure collapses beyond recovery. Incidents during lifting operations often come from miscalculations as in load weight. The safe procedure is to lift just clear of the vehicle, then move slowly to a secure area. It's not the first time steel has met steel in a clash like this. Only this time, it leaves a clearly visible dent. Snow-covered roads and extreme weather severely reduced visibility, while the roadway became extremely slippery. In conditions like these, slowing down and paying close attention is the safest way to avoid losing control. When even the dogs are used to the sound of crashes, it's a sign this road has become too dangerous and needs immediate change. On narrow, dangerous roads, turbine blades stretch out and crawl through each corner like a massive living creature weaving through brutal terrain. "50 tons suspended in midair, one small mistake, and everything could come crashing down in an instant."
Cus. Tipis tuh. Koprol gitu. Bowling ya.
On the Sipilorang Highway, a suspected brake failure turned a heavy truck into an uncontrollable block of steel hurtling down the road.
Gila, kebanting maju. 8 mobil.
Flames erupt mid-delivery, turning an ordinary trip into a serious incident. Is this a technical failure or an operational mistake? A 25-ton load placed on unreinforced ground leads to subsidence. Geotechnical surveys are a mandatory requirement. The combination of Ural durability and Kra tire traction creates an extremely capable off-road vehicle ready to handle any harsh terrain. Capel doesn't transport materials. They move entire completed houses, fully assembled, certified, and ready for handover. Watching the vehicle being pulled away is unsettling, but the most important thing is that no one was hurt. A relieved ending. Towering structures move like giants on wheels, pivoting through each challenging turn. Behind it all is a full team working to keep the balance perfectly intact. A 650-year-old veteran is being moved, weighing up to 1,500 tons. This isn't just relocation, it's modern engineering carefully preserving the past. Truly impressive. The massive machine struggles to climb the steep slope, but the weight behind it pulls everything back down. The front wheels nearly lift off the ground, steering becomes useless, and the entire system begins to slip into a loss of control. Machine and operator move as one, delivering a fearless performance across unforgiving terrain. A lesson for every truck driver: if you're unsure about a turn, prioritize safety and minimize risk at all costs. Navigating tight turns and winding terrain, the driver handles the transformer load with near-perfect precision. Can you imagine the level of steering control required in a situation like this? With a 19-meter diameter, this structure goes far beyond standard infrastructure limits. Moving it through narrow roads requires precise cornering calculations and exact load distribution. Can you imagine the level of control needed for this? A 19-meter structure moves quietly through roads that seem impossible for its size. No noise, no margin for error, just pressure and absolute focus. The 40-ton heavy transport convoy faces a Roman bridge with a 6-ton limit. Through careful route planning and skillful handling, the driver manages to get through the narrow section without causing any damage. The 100-ton column is delivered into position by a modular trailer, then 2 cranes lift and sink. Every movement is kept perfectly stable as the structure is raised upright into its installation position.
Lên nào. Những cái máy móc về cơ giới công trình thì đúng thật sự là mình cũng bị hạn chế. Bác Tài có lẽ phải lấy lại một đỏ rồi mới lên được.
The vehicle freezes at the edge of the ferry, stuck in a tight and awkward angle. Forward won't work. Reverse won't either. This is where teamwork becomes essential. Instead of dismantling it, the entire structure is moved intact, a risky decision requiring extreme precision and planning. Moving oversized cargo through tight urban areas is both an engineering and planning challenge. Every stretch of road, turn radius, and load limit is carefully surveyed to ensure safety for both the cargo and the infrastructure. The Cat 395 is being transported from Palifisti to the Vini mine, a journey that demands secure load fastening and consistent stability control along the entire route. Oshkosh power comes from massive pulling force and a high-load structural design. But when it comes to a power plant turbine, raw strength alone isn't enough. Every detail has to be precisely calculated. A massive transport setup carrying 500 tons across 34 axles moves under tight control. With 2,340 horsepower combined with detailed planning, it overcomes even the toughest logistical challenges. What did you think of these moments? Drop a comment with your suggestions and hit the bell to catch the latest from UnrealX moments.